There we go. How we doing, guys? We are live. Hope everything is working right. Okay, I can see the guys talking. Okay. What's going on? Harris is about to speak. Should be and let's see. Okay, 1 second. See if I can find her action YouTube chat. Feel more comfortable using that. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? That it. Okay, maybe. I wonder if they're going. Let's see where we at. Yes, what's going on, brother? Appreciate the pull up once again. The incredible. Let's get it going. Let's see. Man, it is some yes, man, there's some scary people over here, man. Let's see. So that one already happened. I thought she was supposed to be doing another one. I need numbers like that. Yeah, there you go. No. Oh, it's at 7 o'clock. Okay. Okay. Look, it's 643 waiting right now. They probably talking in the chat. Let's see what they saying in the chat. I guess nothing. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Nothing. Let's hit up. Oh, they are saying something. Gonna go to X real quick while we await them. You know, because this is where MAGA really comes to be MAGA, and they have all these. I won't say conspiracy theories, but it's all this right wing. It's a right wing echo chamber, I would think. Hey, yes, can I ask you a question? Because I was listening to another subscriber. I mean, another content creator that I'm subscribed to. And he said that he didn't get a notification when he went live. Did you get a notification when I went live, man? Just curious. Just curious. Let's see what X is talking about while we wait on the rally. How's everybody's day going? Let me let's see how I sound. Let's see how I sound. Might hear a little reverb. And we have reached 3,300 subscribers, man. Thank y'all so much, and I appreciate. See how we sound. We sounded good. We sounded good. Let's go to see what's going on. Oh, we ain't switched it yet. We switched. Okay, for this one, no, but for this morning, yes. Okay, that's weird. Hmm. It's funny because that's what I was thinking before we get into it. Because he was doing a vertical live where I'm on Streamlabs right now, and you said you got a notification for the vertical I was doing, but not a notification for this one. But this was like, but that so was that one too. I'll say I just popped that up too. Huh? It's interesting. I would figure that YouTube would be more. They would sway more to their own live streaming compared to other people. So, but it's funny. He said people rarely get a notification on his. I don't think I did. I see. I didn't get one for his, but here let's switch. I want to let me switch. Okay, here we go. Let's see. We been getting notifications, but I think it's from Black Twitter. Yep. See, do play it. Being a man means providing for yourself and family, taking care of responsibility. Blah, 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 blah. Somebody started following me. Watch it be somebody crazy. Yeah. What do the black communities want from the next president? Okay, let's see what this one's talking about real quick. And guys, if you are on Twitter or X, come on in. You know, what do the black communities want from the next president? I hear some demanding reparations, but I don't think that will go well with Trump's MAGA folks. Kamala said no previously. We aren't supposed to be voting for who we like. Personality wise, we are supposed to vote on. We are to vote on who can provide us what we need to move forward. So if reparations is a no go, what else are we requiring from the next president? Both candidates will likely support Israel and the conflict, which means more funding leaving the country. Kamala is pro abortion, reproductive rights. Trump is not so much. Both seem to be more conservative on the southern border. Trump, not so much. I mean, much tougher. Not sure about Kamala's stance on rebuilding infrastructure. Well, I think I think she's going to continue to build back better with the infrastructure bill that they passed. I think, why wouldn't she? It had bipartisan support. So, I mean, that's something to build off of. Trump's immunity for police is concerning Kamala being a former prosecutor is also a red flag when it comes to police reform. How though? Especially they called her a social worker when she was the prosecutor, the DA. She had a few programs to get um, felons re and this. I keep reimmerse back into society. It's not reimmerse either. I can't think of the right word. I'm having I cannot ever think of this word. It's not reestablished, but just to get reacclimated to the society coming from jail. So I think she would be a little bit more lean, but that could be me. Let's continue. We also haven't heard a real discussion on the Heritage Foundation's Project 2025. Though that has attempt to distance himself, he has rerun conservative administrations and those in his cabinets may be on board. We're curious about what the community's thoughts are on the candidate's policy, and please drop any info to correct us or fill us in on their policies. Provide sources. We have enough misinformation running around our communities. Facts. I definitely agree. Let's see what some people are saying. There's no what else that is compromising rhetoric, reparations across the board, period. It shouldn't matter if they don't like it or agree with it. It's not up for debate or study to appease the dominant society. It is what it's. Oh, the platforms better get on code. That'll never, I don't know. So both candidates say no. What's your next plan? You sound smart. What's our next move? Storm the Capitol, kidnap elected officials, wait till next election cycle. If you think Kamala's record as a prosecutor is a red flag when having fallen for the propaganda, don't actually know her record. Just see what I'm saying? The Back on Track program. That's what I was saying. Let's see what it's saying. We're probably gonna have to keep this in the thing too. I'm gonna just look at it real quick before I share it. Back on Track. Oh, it's U.S. Department in 2005 launched the Back on Track program, BOT, recently. A re-entry initiative aimed at reducing recidivism among low-level drug trafficking defendants, combining strict accountability with real opportunities for self-improvement. BOT reports less than 10% of its graduates reoffend, a success achieved, moreover, at the fraction of cost of traditional prosecutors. Wow, so we might have to drop that in the chat. All right, we learning some things. I ain't gonna even play it. What's going on? Yes, let me get back. You just heard what I said. Reintegrated. It's not reintegrated. Well, what you doing over here? Well, no, what's going on? Well, appreciate the pull up, man. Appreciate everybody pulling up. Hopefully, you guys have hit the like. We are waiting on the next president and vice president to do a rally speech together. It's supposed to jump off at 7 o'clock, which is in 11 minutes. Thank you guys for joining us. All right. But like I said, well, maybe I should share that with Woke. But that's recidivization. How can I get that recidivization? Recidivization among low-level drugs. Yeah, see the BOT produce participants are young adults 18 to 30 who are facing charges for their first felony offense for a low-level drug sale at charging. Prosecutor and attorneys refer potential participants to BOT2. The candidates attend a program orientation orientation and participate in an intensive community service programs for 6 weeks. Probation period. Only defendants who complete the 6 weeks of community service and decide to participate are eligible. Yada yada yada. 12 to 18-month program with goals at. But if only 10% reoffended, that is some pretty good numbers. They got the fact sheet. Maybe we could drop this in the chat just so we'll have it. Let me think, guys. Let me think. Okay, maybe. I'll figure it out later. Let's see. We still waiting on the Detroit rally to begin. But yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like young folks really think she's bad, but you can go there. 07. It's Google money. Yeah, he sure is. RBR might be in that Joe Biden mode, man. It might be time to pass the torch to Woke. Sure, he would love that mantle. Oh, that is hilarious. But hold on, let's get back to this real quick. See what some other people are saying. So the program that requires people to plead guilty to felony charges, knowing how corrupt police are, is supposed to give me faith in her. When it concerns to Black affairs, I need actual statistics, sisters. This is literally propaganda. Did she read the study at all? Because she kind of sister provided it up there. We are so skeptical. We revised 47 responses from the most active Republicans in our community to various parts. Please answer the questions. What the hell is that? Reparation rent control for one. That would be nice. I think more than anything, if they're gonna do anything with reparations, it's probably gonna have to be like a tax break or land give it up. This is on. I hope you guys are on Black Twitter. It's fucking hilarious. But let's see what MAGA is saying. Yeah, and if y'all on Black Twitter, man, I mean not Black Twitter, but Twitter itself, please and subscribe and I mean follow me. What I'm saying, subscribe. Let's see. On being fired about Tim Walz trade.
Competence, excitement, optimism. Who are these people and what have they done with the Democratic Party? Right? I don't know what's gotten into them, but it's just been home run after home run lately. The most recent one being Tim Walz. I love Tim Walz. You know, they said Kamala's got to find a way to appeal to the Midwest. Yeah, well, she just picked the most Midwestern man in all of existence. You know what I mean? He seems like he got a calendar on his wall where every month is a picture of a different kind of tractor. You know what I mean? I bet he ain't missed a state fair in now on 40 years. You just know he can make a tater tot sing, baby. He bleeds ranch dressing. This man is the Midwest. But seriously, dude, Tim Walz, he checks more boxes than a hypochondriac filling out a medical history form. Like, you mean to tell me that this dude is a military vet football coach who stood up for gay kids in the 90s? Like, forget vice president. I want him to be America's papaw. Give me some advice. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, like, what are they going to say about a guy like that? You know what I mean? Their whole narrative for a while now has been, you know, that liberal men are just a bunch of purple heads.
ABC News has obtained a praising Tim Walz handling the George Floyd protest. He was very happy. I fully agree with what he. Let's listen to that.
The last couple of days, I asked him to do that, and the whole world was laughing. 2 days, 3 days later, I spoke to the governor. The governor's, I think, on the call, and he's an excellent guy. You've got a big National Guard out there that's ready to come in and fight like hell. I tell you, what they did in Minneapolis was incredible. They went in and dominated, and it happened immediately. Tim is on the phone now. Tim Walz. Again, I was very happy with the last couple of days, Tim. You called up big numbers, and the big numbers knocked them out so fast it was like bowling pins. Our city is grieving and in pain. And I would just say, as far as the potential, the peaceful protesters who are expressing an outrage that is real. They witnessed 8 minutes of a man dying in front of them. Well, at that point in time, I did something unprecedented. I mobilized the entire Minnesota National Guard. And that's what the president was alluding to with the size of the force was capable. But I think, again, Mr. President, you asked on explaining this, I would just say, it's going to be very difficult. There are bad actors in this, but there is such a legitimate anger. Our real dilemma here is the transition back is to the catalyst that sparked this across the country, and that was what happened with the Minneapolis Police Department.
So see right there, it's almost a balance. I don't know if you guys could really understand what he's saying, but he was saying that the people are torn up about the George Floyd situation. He was trying to have a balance to let people express themselves and then maintain the civil discord amongst them. I could see. So he is a little liberal. I will say that he thinks people have a right to express themselves as long as they're not hurting anybody else. So I can dig it.
So what we did is a lot of this, what you saw yesterday, was engaging civic leaders and the peaceful protests. And I would just close with, I think the guidance is you got to get a handle on it with that force. That is absolutely correct. And then the transition in the next phase is trying to get those spaces for the peaceful protest. And I'm happy to do things that we have to look at of how do we get reforms. But Tim, it showed the incredible difference between your great state yesterday and the day before compared to the first few days, which was just absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, hold on a second, guys, because I keep hearing this. He made it mandatory that they were in gentlemen's.
I know Governor Walz is on.
Oh, they did, man. I hate the internet. I hate the internet. I really do. I really hate the internet. Now, hold on. Now, this tampon thing. He made it mandatory that tampons are in bathrooms for males. Come on. Come on. That's what I'm saying, man. Y'all Republicans are so worried about minute things. This is a general election. It's not the primaries anymore when you're just picking your candidate. You have to bring people into the tent. Y'all don't realize that you're losing people. You have to bring moderates and independents because you know the Democrats gonna vote Democrats. So it's the middle slice. It's the moderates and the independents, and y'all swearing them off, man. Like, cause it's all. Oh my God! No, what you mean? They did vote for her. They voted for Biden and her. They knew she could be the potential president because she was the vice president. Come on, y'all. This civics 101, man. Y'all gotta stop being in your feelings, MAGA. Please, MAGA. Y'all are killing the country with your stupidity and love for it. I understand. Not even love for the country. You don't love the country. You love this man. He's going to save. How? No one man can save America. That's not how it's even set up. If that was the case, it wouldn't have 3 branches of government. Man, come on, y'all. Come on. Let me get some tampons in mailrooms is public schools middle ground since when? When did he do that? Can y'all drop that law into the chat and I will definitely pull it up. We hate what the left is doing to destroy America. What are you talking about, man? And that's what I be like. That's what I'm gonna start asking MAGA. That's gonna be the first question I ask MAGA people. Are Democrats Americans? Y'all keep forgetting that. What's going on, Bronze? How you doing, man? Appreciate the pull up. Y'all keep forgetting that these people are Americans too. And they just differ opinions from you. But as long as that opinion is not affecting your day-to-day life, why are you upset? See, we're going to have to flip Bronze. If I can flip Bronze, I know I'm not like that. Not like that. Sorry, woke up in here. No, but if I can convert Bronze, what's going on, Pookie, to understand that Kamala is a better choice for him as a black man, then we doing all right. We got 10 people in the building already. Oh, we get them RBR numbers. Thank you, y'all. So, no slights at RBR. I hope rest well, OG. Rest well. But like I was saying, like just the things that Trump doesn't do for us, the platinum plan for one thing, you know what I'm saying? And now we talking about opportunity zones. There are no opportunity zones in this country. Not one. I live in Atlanta. No black business person can tell you about any opportunity zones here. This is like, I think, if not first, second in the nation for black businesses. And there's not one opportunity zone here. You know what I'm saying? Look in Detroit, look in Philly. You can look. I hope y'all in those big cities look for an opportunity zone. Like I'm saying, Trump is a great salesman, but what he's selling you is a piece of shit. Now, if you want me to sit home all day and shit in the box, I got time. I just need y'all to pay me. You there? Yeah. I want to steal this audience. I got my own audience. Woke. Nah. What you can leave. No. I'm just playing with you, man. We all share the same audience. There is no audience for one specific content creator. People float around, but yes, Biden does have the lowest black unemployment rate in the country right now. He took over Trump's title, so he did better than him, right? But see, this is what y'all keep forgetting. Biden took over Trump's mess with the COVID, yo. He destroyed everything. Wrenched me up before the coons. Don't block woke. Yeah, we don't know if you on probation woke, but nobody gets blocked over here, woke. So you ain't got to worry about that, man. We just don't want you. Sometimes I think you might block other people. So you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody block woke. House don't know. That says House File 44. Come on, man. Drop. Yeah, you got a wrench. Drop the link in the chat, bro. We're going to look it up. Saint Michael of Cigarello. No, man. Unemployment. No. Biden has it now. Biden has it now, bro. Trump doesn't seem to carry water, and a lot of these Dems are scared they're going to be unemployed. That's interesting. Interesting. Why would they be scared they're going to be unemployed? You thinking they scared they're going to be unemployed if Trump gets elected? Because he is going to gut everybody, but that doesn't necessarily mean everybody in the federal who works for the federal government are Democrats necessarily. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what he wants to do with Project 2025. He wants to take like 70,000 federal workers who have been there, I'm sure, more than years. Okay. I'm about to Google that real quick. Stop. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on. We got 10 people in the building. Shit, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Breaking news and a stunning leaked photo. Donald Trump. See, here we Project 2025. I was just talking about. This is the gentleman that said we are witnessing the second revolution of the country, and it will be bloodless if the left decides to let it be. Now, I don't know how the left could determine if it's going to be bloodless or not. The left seems to be enjoying themselves. It's the Republicans that are freaking out. But no longer. I'm trying to see where it says that has been passed. But it see in this one, it doesn't say all bathroom. It just says bathrooms. But it says from grades 4 to 12. But it doesn't say it passed though. It's showing the person who sponsored it. The state would put the bill for providing the supplies. I mean, but it doesn't say dues. Like, the impact of the period poverty on students' ability to really get a full education is beyond disputed, she said. Data shows that 10% of administrating youth miss school days because of lack of access to tampon products. I cannot read today. I'm sorry. Brain fart. Let's see what.
Yes, sir.
Oh, they're talking about the black journalist. Why can't we hear?
Biracial heritage. You're married to an Indian American woman.
You're married to an Indian woman. You have biracial children. How do you explain his attacks, and what is your reaction to the attacks of the father of the biracial children?
So I am the father of biracial children. Actually, my wife is here today. Though my kids are back home with my aunt today. And look, I was not bothered at all by what President Trump said, and I didn't take it as an attack on Kamala Harris's biracial background at all. What I took it as was an attack on Kamala Harris being a chameleon. She pretends to be one thing when she's in front of one audience. She pretends to be something else when she's in front of another audience. And I think he was observing the basic reality that Kamala.
Wait a minute, dude. If you acknowledge that she's biracial and she's celebrating one half of her identity and then celebrates another half, how is she being a chameleon? That is crazy, man. Wow. We gotta play that back a little bit more. I'm sorry, I can barely hear it.
Racial background at all. What I took it as was an attack on Kamala Harris being a chameleon. She pretends to be one thing when she's in front of one audience. She pretends to be something else when she's in front of another audience.
Wow.
And I think he was observing the basic foundational reality that Kamala Harris pretends to be something different depending on which audience she's speaking to. Now, she has been able to hide this a little bit because for the past couple of weeks, she only speaks in front of a teleprompter. She never gives unscripted remarks, and she's hidden from the American media and from the American people. But we know she's a chameleon. We know she's a person who promised to defund the police and now wants to pretend she's a tough prosecutor. She said that she would be our border czar, and yet for 3.5 years,
she didn't say that. They gave her literally Republicans said that about she's the border czar. She
lower inflation
man,
to our
that's
economic
what I'm saying.
policies, and yet she cast the deciding vote.
They just literally lie about shit to the. They're not lying to us. They're lying to their constituents. Okay, man, they're playing off your emotions, and they got it down pat because y'all don't really vote off of facts, because if you did, they wouldn't be in power. Just how they play y'all, but nevertheless,
vote that raised interest rates, raised home prices, and raised food prices. Donald Trump said something very simple, totally inoffensive, but frankly, obviously true to me, which is that Kamala Harris is a chameleon. She's a fake, and the American people have to look at her record if we actually want to know how she stands on the issues, because her words simply can't be trusted. Sir.
How can you fake your race?
wow.
I'm sorry?
Both Indian
Wait, what
and
else?
black. How can she fake her race?
She fakes who she is depending on the audience that she's in front of, and that's who she is, and that's who she's always been.
She fakes some of the honest. Man, what the heck? Wait, no. They always got JD saying something about Trump, man. I think Trump's a fraud. I don't. Okay. Why can't we hear it? Play the sound. We don't.
I agree with you on Trump because I don't think that he's the person.
Well,
and I cannot stand Trump because I think he's a fraud. Well, I think he's a total fraud that is exploiting these people, who is a total fraud.
what did
I
that
agree with
say?
you on Trump because I don't think that he's the person. I don't think he actually cares about folks.
But I think that I'm going to vote third party because I can't stomach Trump. I think that he's noxious and is leading the white working class to a very dark place.
Come on,
and I cannot stand Trump because I think he's a fraud.
She always be dropping some shit. Should we go? Listen up.
I want to introduce you to Aiden Ross. This Aiden Ross. Apparently, Barron is a big fan of Aiden
Oh, Barron is a big fan.
Ross. So a lot of weird shit happened yesterday. For instance, Aiden rolled up in a Cybertruck that was wrapped with Donald Trump's face, gave a billionaire, namely Donald Trump, a Rolex as a gift, and then did an interview and some TikToks. Now, apparently during this interview, Trump begins telling Aiden that Biden and Harris just aren't intelligent people.
Destroying stupid people. He's not a smart man. He wasn't smart 35 years ago. He wasn't smart 20 years ago. And now he's really not smart. No. And you saw that from the debate. I mean, he's really gone down the tubes. And she is, look, she couldn't even pass her law exam. She couldn't pass her.
Just to clear a few things up, they're both very intelligent individuals, very capable individuals, and Harris did pass her bar exam. In fact, I mean, he clearly thought she was intelligent enough to pass the bar exam when he endorsed her for Attorney General in California and gave her $5,000 in 2011. But speaking of intelligence, this is also
does a fascist mean?
I literally, wait a minute. I did a short just like this. I literally did a short like this.
It means you are a far right authorization on ultra analyst, political ideology and movement characterized by dictator leadership, centralized autocracy, militarism, forcible suppression of opposition. So I don't know what that means, bro. I swear to God. I don't know what the fuck a fascism is. I don't know what the fuck that is. Benito Mussolini and Giviante Genital and Jason Stanley. Like, who the fuck are these people, bro?
I mean, Trump did say.
We won with poorly educated. I love the poorly educated.
So Aiden Ross is a 23-year-old who has about 7.2 million followers on a platform called Kick, made up predominantly of white incel young men. And ironically, when I saw Trump interviewing him, my first thought was, we have entered idiocracy. And I say this because this is also Aiden Ross.
I have work to do. I'm done. I fixed it. Where are you going?
That was Andrew Tate, by the way. That's who Aiden dealt with.
I'm ready, bro. I'm really gonna do this shit. Y'all don't understand, bro. I'm really. And
they're weird. There's no other, yeah, okay.
Wow. I didn't notice, smell the. What? What?
I can outshoot these guys. Look, freedom is when freedom. Can we get somebody to help? Somebody's hot. Somebody's hot. Can we get somebody to help? You okay? Drink some water, folks. It is hot out. Get somebody up.
They always do that. No, let me stop.
You get water.
Okay, care for the young lady. Ooh, first half of the clip is good goobly movie. It's a lot of people, yo. Good goobly moobly. This is JD Vance's rally. But you know, that ain't really fair. That's a lot of people. That's a fucking lot of people.
Who were just enjoying their day here in Shelby Township, and you had an illegal alien plow into them and kill this innocent mother and daughter. Who were just enjoying their day here in Shelby Township, and you had an illegal alien plow into them and kill.
Oh, that's the. See, now you can kind of hear all of it. We'll play it since you can read it.
The way he handled it the last couple of days to do that, and the whole world was laughing. 3 days later, I spoke to the governor. The governor's, I think, on the call, and he's an excellent guy. You've got a big National Guard out there that's ready to come in and fight like hell. I tell you, the best.
Shapiro, he got too many scandals.
In Minneapolis was incredible. They went in
way too
and
many scandals.
dominated.
Hey, hold on.
And it happened immediately.
I just read the chat with Pookie's statement. I think the reason they went with Walsh is because he's still that Midwest flavor. You know what I'm saying? He more so like Pennsylvanians in the rural areas of Pennsylvania more than Shapiro would be. You got to think about it like that too. But Shapiro had a lot of scandals that would have popped up and hurt her in the long run. Like I heard something about a cover up for some donor that he paid. I mean, that gave him some money. So Walsh he got a clean record, you know, military vet, coach, teacher, you know what I'm saying? And he like got one of the best, I won't say one of the best, but he kind of liberal too. So look, he got two fastest because he really is progressive in his state though. Like he's progressive. So he gonna kind of bring that kind of progressive entity into the Democrats, make it a little bit more easier. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even attract some moderates, some independents, like, okay. So that he is the kind of the better sense when you look on it on paper. Like the foolproof, we can't, you know what I'm saying? Like we might not get to all of Pennsylvania, but we can get a lot of rural areas with him still compared to Shapiro, where he was kind of more city. You dig what I'm saying?
Tim is on the phone now. Tim Walz, again, I was very happy with the last couple of days, Tim. You called up big numbers, and the big numbers knocked them out so fast, it was like bowling pins.
Our city is grieving and in pain. And I would just say, as far as
some business,
the potential, the peaceful protesters who are expressing an outrage that is real. They witnessed 8 minutes of a man dying in front of them. Well, at that point in time, I did something unprecedented. I mobilized the entire Minnesota National Guard. And that's what the president was alluding to with the size of the force was capable. But I think, again, Mr. President, you asked on explaining this, I would just say it's going to be very difficult. There are bad actors in this, but there is such a legitimate anger. Our real dilemma here is the transition back is to the catalyst that sparked this across the country, and that was what happened with the Minneapolis Police Department. So what we did is a lot of this, what you saw yesterday, was engaging civic leaders and the peaceful protests. And I would just close with, I think the guidance is you got to get a handle on it with that force. That is absolutely correct. And then the transition in the next phase is trying to get those spaces for the peaceful protest. And I'm happy to do things that we have to look at of how do we get reforms.
You did what I'm saying? He talking about reforming. Like someone even had this problem again. Like my grandparents used to say, an ounce of prevention is far worth more than a pound of cure. So you know what I'm saying? That's what our country is kind of like. That we're not proactive enough. We are reactive. Hold on, I got to transition that because these bugs are tearing me up. Sorry, y'all. You know they love this chocolate. You dig what I'm saying? No, I'm sorry. I'm joking. But let me get back in here. Sit down. Oof. AC is on. Yeah, it's a little bit quieter. Can get focused. Sorry about that, y'all. We're gonna get right to it. I'm gonna get back. Oh yeah, okay. So let's see if they still haven't gotten the rally started, I don't think. Can y'all still hear me? All right. Yeah, it still ain't. It's 7:15 now. Okay. And brothers, please get you some. I was watching this content creator, and he was just, excuse me. He was talking about Gavin Newsom. Why that Kamala could have picked Gavin Newsom, and I'm just like, man, they can't even run because they from the same state. You dig what I'm saying? You can't do that, brother. We have to get some understanding about this political game, man. I don't know how to approach, you know what I'm saying, black man, like, because the part of me would just want to be smart, like, you stupid mother, but I don't know how to do it, man. Al Green said you got to put the medicine in the meat, but I don't know how to do it. So we're going to go back to Twitter. We were still awaiting. Let's see. I am reposting this every single day. Okay, let's see what this is about. 218.
No one, and I mean no one,
he's from my state,
is interested.
Man, I got bit up. Woo! Sorry, y'all. Don't follow Tim Walz. What's going on?
In or takes seriously lectures on border security from Senate Republicans. No one. In one of the most stunning acts of political cowardice in recent American history, a bipartisan border security bill co-authored by a conservative Republican member of this committee was put forward in the US Senate. It would have tightened asylum standards to stop exploitation of the asylum system. It would have surged enforcement resources to the border. It would have meant more expedited removals of those who enter this country unlawfully. It would have empowered the federal government to take the fight to the drug cartels who are laying waste to communities across our country with fentanyl. A bipartisan border security bill co-authored by a conservative Republican member of this committee. And it wasn't just voted down by Senate Republicans, it was denied even a debate on the floor of the United States Senate. Because the former president of the United States, and he said this publicly, thought it wasn't in his political interest for the nation to be served. It wasn't in his political interest for a bipartisan border security bill to be enacted by Congress.
That's some cold
The American people are smart.
No, they're not.
So all of the performative chest pounding today on border security is utterly disingenuous.
America's not smart. I hate to say it.
When Senate Republicans,
I'm sorry, I'm looking at the chat. It's
abrogated their basic governing responsibility and refused even to let us debate and amend that bipartisan border security proposal. The American people see that and understand that.
Okay. But I'm looking at the chat too. Yeah, I got to figure out a way to do it. But, niggas gonna know everything, but don't know nothing. I got to figure out a way. Pennsylvania is key. It's one of the 7 swing states, I think, is what Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, Nevada, Georgia. Is it Ohio? It might be Ohio too. I said Wisconsin, but it's 7 swing states that kind of determine, you know what I'm saying, the election. That's why I don't really like that electoral college. I think it should just be a popular vote. People be like, but that ain't fair to the Californians. I mean, the people in Wisconsin. I'm like, how ain't it fair? They all Americans. They're Americans in Wisconsin. We're Americans in Georgia. We're Americans in California. We're voting for the nation, not my particular state. So what does it matter? And it's only 17 people in Wisconsin and South Dakota. So, you know what I'm saying? There's no way they should even have 2 senators out there. Like you just the numbers itself. Like, I don't know if, okay, this is a little lesson. You got senators, which is 2 per state, right? But you have congressmen which are determined by how many people, you know what I'm saying, you have in your state per se. So that technically, I guess, is the balance. But like people from South Dakota, which the population isn't that big, they still have as much power for senators. Like, and senators are key because they literally signed the bill in they kind of like that last process before actual law goes to the president to be signed. They confirm it, you know what I'm saying? It starts in the House and then it moves to the Senate. And the senators are kind of that middleman between the House and the president. So that's why senators are so key to the presidency. You dig what I'm saying? So the more senators you have that are Democrats, the better your chances of making laws being passed that actually, you know what I'm saying, can do something. But yada, yada, yada. So that's why, that's why senators are important. But like I was saying though, but like South Dakota, which doesn't even have the population of California, just has just as much power when it comes to those type of bills as California. So it's kind of not represent. I'm not saying that they shouldn't have a senator in their state, but it just, I don't know. I guess the balance of power, but quick lesson for the day. I'm gonna do it right there. No, don't do that, man. We need hairs. And you know what? I was thinking about that. Like, why not give it to a woman? A woman's touch is kind of a little bit different. We need a little bit of finessing, and I won't say finessing, but it's because that's what they be saying. We're going on the brink of World War III. I think a lady would kind of calm the temperature down, like, hey, boo, let's chill out for a second. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Just chill. And I don't know. Oh, I tell you that the American Israel Political Affairs Committee, the largest pro-Israel PAC in America, targeted 2 Black Congress members, Jamal Bowman and Cori Bush, and spent $24 million to defeat them because they were critical of Israel genocide. Show more. The genocide of Palestine, they will tell you that I'm being anti-Semitic for telling you the truth. And that's Bishop Talbot Swan. He be on some crazy posts. If y'all on X, check him out for sure. Let's see, since the discussion about creating our own unique ethnicity started, immigrants have been nervous about the consequences of delineation. Maybe it's because if we exclude them, they won't benefit from us anymore. What?
Fox 5's Deidre Dukes explains this discussion often comes up during another hot button issue.
It's a complex question being debated in certain circles amid the ongoing fight for reparations for African Americans. What is Black? The U.S. Census Bureau classifies someone as Black or African American as having origins in any of the Black racial groups.
Dang, we're going to have to start that over. I just seen my man 420 in the building. What's good, 420? Hold on, let me read this message. We're going to play it back over. Did I just hear you say that you want 4 or 5 states to decide the president? No. We was talking about the swing states. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say it decides, but you know that. No, we're talking about the swing states in the election. They kind of, those 5 or 6, I think it's 7 states that kind of decide the election. They always saying that in politics. But what's going on, 420? We're going to start this back over. My apology. Appreciate the pull up, y'all.
Explains this discussion often comes up during another hot button issue.
It's a complex question being debated in certain circles amid the ongoing fight for reparations for African Americans. What is Black? The U.S. Census Bureau classifies someone as Black or African American as having origins in any of the Black racial groups of Africa. Dr. Daniel Black is a professor.
Okay, we're going to play that back one more time, just so we get a context of what they are saying. This is their definition, all right? But let's continue.
The U.S. Census Bureau classifies someone as Black or African American as having origins in any of the Black racial groups of Africa. Dr. Daniel Black is a professor of African American Studies at Clark Atlanta University.
So, of course, in the last several years, people have been talking about reparations for slavery. The problem is that it's going to get real thick because who exactly are the descendants? Which ones do we count, etc.? And so it gets very, very, very complicated.
Centuries after Africans were first enslaved in the U.S., the long-held definition of who is Black is evolving as the community becomes more diverse. We sat down with college students at Clark Atlanta and Georgia State University for their perspective.
I don't know if I would be even considered Black enough because I'm a first-generation Congolese American. So my parents are from Congo. So do I qualify as Black or do I qualify as African?
Hosts like Malakia Graves believe this should be a global discussion.
I am a person that embraces the diaspora, so I don't exclude the Caribbean and African nations. And in terms of who should receive it, a lot of times we forget that the enslavement happened not just in North America and the United States, but in the Caribbean and all those places. So even we have all of those people here, and a lot of us just want to do the ADOS, the American Descendants of Slavery. But if we get Britain in on this and all of the other colonizing countries, then everyone who was a part of the process should be restored financially.
Dr. Black believes the question of who's Black really isn't a difficult one.
So the question of who's black at this point, all I ever tell people is I think black people are those who claim.
Exactly. Hey, after all that, I thought it was gonna be deep, and he do that to us. I feel it. Shout out to whoever made this. Boy. Who made this? Oh man, that was perfect at the end. Who made it?
The word black has been used to describe people of sub-Saharan African ancestry. But with immigration and interracial relationships, some are now debating
We are still waiting on it. Oh, let's see. It might be jumping off now. My apologies, y'all. Say 7:15. We'll update the page. Let's see. Are we watching history in the making? I mean, that's gonna be kind of dope, especially for my age. The things that I have seen, like from 8 tracks to streaming, it's truly amazing to see people with different genders. Really didn't think I know my grandmother didn't think she was alive when Barack Obama won the presidency, but yeah, she said she never thought she'd see that. It's like, and you know, I'm not saying Barack isn't black, but he's not that, like, born in Chicago, came up, you know what I'm saying? Louisiana. It's even Kamala's a little bit more of that. And not saying she's into that, but you know what I'm saying? She's kind of I don't know. I wonder what if a lot of her well, not frat, but college classmates will be doing interviews. I think that'd be interesting to learn about in college more than anything. But hold on, they still ain't got this going. What's on about? I'm gonna try and check here on. Oh no, I messed up, yo. Messed up. My apologies, guys. How's everybody's day going? He told the truth. Yeah, man, that was crazy though at the end, man. Trump girl, wait, no, I got a Trump girl message. What the hell? Okay, no. Wait, let's see what that says. It says Trump girl. We go. What does Trump girl say?
We need a medic over there. You have a medic yet?
I don't know what that is.
As a young black man in America, I don't often see people who look like me in positions of power. And now, finally being 18 years old and participating in this monumental event,
Another
for
medic,
the first
people
time ever,
falling
as a
out
first-time
with it,
voter,
and
is
they
incredibly
can't.
meaningful to me. There are so many reasons I'm proud to cast my first ballot for Vice President Harris. She's been a champion of so many causes that are close to my heart. There's a lot I could say here, but you guys have already been standing for a while, so I'll just give you one example. Protecting our environment. Since the 6th grade, I've been involved in environmental projects in my community, like my elementary and middle school's solar energy club, where we advocated for solar panel installations and educated students on the renewable energy benefits. This passion continued into high school, where I became the president of University of Detroit Jesuits Environmental Club. We built a mental health garden that benefits students and also acts as a safe haven for wildlife. Unlike Donald Trump, Vice President Kamala Harris has been a champion for environmental justice, including casting the tie-breaking vote to pass Inflation Reduction Act, the largest bill to fight climate change in our nation's history. This is the kind of leadership that really matters to young voters. We care about the future of our planet because it's our future. And Vice President Harris and Governor Walz actually know how to connect with young people. They not only realize the importance of engaging with us, but they actively listen to our voices and our perspectives. Donald Trump won't fight for us. He'd drag our country backwards. Kamala Harris has a vision to move our country forward, and she's fighting for all of us and for our future. Me speaking to you all today as an 18-year-old Black, first-time voter from Detroit, it's just one example of how she is listening to the voices of young people. On Tuesday, November 5th, we all have one job, and that is to vote Vice President Harris and Governor Walz into the White House. And now, please join me in giving a warm Detroit welcome to our next Vice President, Tim Walz.
Oh, maybe I should pause that. Maybe we should pause it. Oh, it looks like it's packed. Hold on, we're going full screen. It look like it's packed in there. It look like it's packed in there. Hold on, give me a second.
Thank you. A big thank you to Adam. I think we can all agree our future's pretty bright. Thank you, Adam. And hello, Michigan. You know, we Minnesotans, you probably know this. We're a stoic people of few words.
Stoic
But
up.
holy hell!
Oh,
we can
that's
throw
the
a
minutes
party
we're
here in
talking
Michigan.
for.
So, man. Wow. I want to take a moment to acknowledge a few friends, folks that I've gotten to know. And let's be very clear. This is someone who I consider my dearest friend and someone who taught all the other governors how to fix the damn roads. Governor Whitmer. You have got a treasure in Michigan. And I'll tell you
He's
what.
smart.
We share a lot between us in the upper Midwest.
No, you got it.
Oh, we need some water. We have somebody down. We need some water. Medic. We need a medic right here. You got somebody here?
Another
Got
water.
it? All right,
What's
we got a
going
medic on the way. Thank you for caring for your neighbors. Thank you for showing what Michigan does.
What's happening already?
Look, we share a lot of things. That's one of them. We're neighbors and we're not weird. That's for sure. But I got to tell you something else we share is a care for the incredible natural resources. We in the upper Midwest in our states, we care for 20% of the world's fresh water in those Great Lakes.
Uh-oh. See,
And
see, I'm not saying
the
earlier
Great
about that
Lakes have
Midwest
no better
connection.
friend than your Senator Stabenow.
Look,
I
he's
got some members of
coordinating. He's
Congress I
smart.
had the
He's
privilege of serving with and some that
smart.
are new to that place. Let's be clear. We got to put gavels in the hands of these Democratic representatives so that we can get some work done. My friend Dan Kildee, Debbie Dingell, Haley Stevens, Alyssa Slotkin, Hillary Scholten, Representative Thandar, I believe, just won a primary here. Wayne County Executive Warren Evans. And the chair of the Michigan Democratic Party, LaVora Barnes. Thank you. And I want to just take a moment. It's been a pretty interesting 24 hours for me, I'll have to be honest. And I don't know how I could explain to you walking into that arena in Philly or that field out in Wisconsin or right here to what I have been told is the largest rally of the campaign. And look, this is a place full of working folks, students, folks who care. And I think about this. You came out here early, found a place to park, stood in the sun, sat here and wait, and you did it. You did it for one simple and eloquent and beautiful reason. You love this country. You love this country.
It's a different, it's not that, ooh.
I couldn't be prouder to be on this ticket and to help make Kamala Harris the next president of the United States. Every day of her life, Vice President Harris fights for the American people.
Every day.
She's taken on predators, fraudsters, and transnational gangs. You heard it. She stood up to powerful corporate interests, and she has never hesitated to reach across the aisle, try and find some common solutions. And she has done it. And this is what we know. All the things that make me mad about those other guys and all the things they do wrong, the one thing that I will not forgive them for is they try to steal the joy from this country. They try and steal the joy. But you know what? You know what? Our next president brings the joy. She emanates the joy. I know a little something about that commitment to people. I was born in a small town of 400 people in Nebraska, and community was the way of life. My mom and dad taught me you show generosity to your neighbors and you work for a common good amongst them. At 17, I joined the Army National Guard. And for the next 24 years, it was a privilege to wear the uniform of this country. And just as it did for my dad, a Korean War era veteran, and millions of others, I used the GI Bill to get
No, I watch it, Pookie. I gotta watch it.
Followed a bit in my dad's footsteps. He was a teacher.
See, a teacher, that's what I mean.
My brothers and sisters were teachers. And they married teachers. I had the privilege of teaching high school social studies. And I coached the football team.
See, All-American.
We did win a state championship. I tell you that because don't ever close the yearbook is my pro tip to you. My students are the ones who encouraged me to run for office. I never thought much about it. But they saw in me what I hope to instill in them, a commitment to the common good, a true belief that one person truly can make a difference, in their world. Yeah. I lived in a district where I didn't know this at the time. Only one other Democrat since 1892 had won that district. And on that election night, my neighbors graced me with the opportunity to go to the United States Congress and represent them.
He said my neighbors. He's a very good speaker. I got to give
I learned how to compromise without compromising my values. I learned how to work across the aisle to get good things done for people. And now as governor of Minnesota, I bring those experiences together so we can tackle some of those hard problems, inequities, climate change, all of the things that we care about. Now, we got a lot of shared values in this room. By the way, is labor in the room? This might be my chance to use it. Yeah. We know who built the middle class.
Yeah,
but here's
Lincoln,
the
we'll
deal.
watch it after this.
What we know is Donald Trump, he sees the world a bit differently than we see. And I've been saying it. He doesn't know the first thing about service because he's way too busy serving himself. This is a big difference. Again and again, he does things that weakens our country, only to strengthen his own hand. He mocks our laws. He sows chaos and division amongst the public. And that's to say nothing about his record as president.
Ooh.
Let's be. He is that. He is that.
See,
Look,
don't be
we
that.
had the worst crisis of a generation, and he froze during COVID.
He could be the attack dog.
People lost their lives because of that.
They weren't to it like that. Because no, maybe she should. That's interesting.
Crime was up during Donald Trump's presidency.
But he could be the attack dog too. Yeah, he could be the attack.
And that's
dog.
not even counting the crimes he committed.
So,
Some of the gray hairs in here remember a Republican Party that used to actually talk about freedom. These guys, when they talk about freedom, it means government has the freedom to invade your exam room with your doctor. Now I know, look, we got a lot of commonalities. And I'll say this, as an NFC North guys, Vikings fans are proud of the Lions. I will say that. I will say that. But in Minnesota, we respect our neighbors' personal choices. We may not agree with them or make them from ourselves, but I've been saying this, you all know it. Our golden rule is mind your own damn business. Just mind your own business. It's amazing what minding your own damn business does to make things work better.
minding your own damn business. That's no hook.
Don't like a book, don't read it.
That makes sense too. This nice little hook. I kind of like this better than the one previously.
Is there anybody in America sitting around in a bar, a bunch of people talking and say, you know what we need in this country? We need a bad animal farm. That's the first thing that you can do. Nobody says that. But you know what? It would be fun if it wasn't so dangerous, because then they start thinking about things like IVF and banning IVF. And I have to tell you, this is very personal for my family. When my wife and I decided to have children, we went through years of fertility treatments. Remember, every time the phone rang, I'd catch my breath, I'd feel nervousness, and then it would be a crushing feeling when they told us that the treatments didn't work. The agony of that I can feel to this day, but I can also feel some joy in this, because it wasn't by chance, as I say this, when our daughter, and we finally conceived, and our daughter was born, we didn't hesitate at all. We named her Hope. We named her Hope.
That's the woman vote. Right
But
there.
I do have to tell you something about Hope. My wife always tells me this. It's not a damn plan. We can't hope we beat this guy. We can't hope that things get better. We go out and work our butts off to make sure it happens.
Did you say right now?
So when our next president walks out here and she talks about freedom, she means the freedom to make your own healthcare decisions. And when she comes out here and talks about that our children should be free to go to school without being shot dead in their classrooms. Look, we believe strongly in Minnesota in the Second Amendment, just like you do. But we also believe strongly in common sense gun violence prevention laws. Freedom to an education's a ticket to the middle class, not crushing student loan debt. And it's a place where we know freedom means we settle our political. You get it. You drove out here. You stood here. Yeah. Please. Look, and let's all decide right now on this, whatever. We know it's going to be a hard race. We know it's going to be close, but let's don't be so close that these guys have anything to say. Let's don't be so close that there's anything. Let's just win the damn thing by a broader margin. Simple proposition. This election's about which direction this country's going to go in. We know Donald Trump's taking us backwards, and don't believe the act. He's playing dumb. He knows exactly what Project 2025 is going to do to our personal liberties. Destroy unions, rig the economy for the ultra wealthy. We know that when he goes back, he's picking up and doing the same things he did when he was there the last time. Except, you all know this, it will be much, much worse when he comes back. Raising costs for all of you, repealing the Affordable Care Act. He doesn't care. Gutting Social Security, and be very clear. They can say whatever they want. They are banning abortion across this country. No questions asked. No questions asked.
Yeah, we can play it.
You think this guy cares about you or your family? His running mate has the same dangerous and backward agenda.
Oh, Tornado, I'm gonna have to get you up on here about this
Well,
conflict.
heck,
I see you
you
in
all
deep
know it.
with it.
Every regular person in the heartland went to Yale, had Silicon Valley billionaires fund his career, and then he writes a book trashing the very community that raised him.
So that banner.
That whole thing is, I wasn't calling anybody names. I was just making an observation about them. We can see it. And here's my thing. There's a lot of things going to happen, by the way. We got about 91 days, and I keep telling people this, 91 days. My God, you can do anything for 91 days. 90. Faced, I haven't slept in 24 hours. You know why? We'll sleep when we're dead. We'll sleep when we're dead. Get it going.
Great nonsense. Not a great book. I used to say that.
Here's my brass ring I'm looking for. I can't wait to debate this guy. I cannot wait to talk about what they think. I can't wait to ask him why he wants to take health care and take reproductive rights, and why he wants to make sure that the wealthiest pay no taxes as we destroy unions in the middle class. So here's the deal. You said it. These ideas that they're putting out there, they are weird as hell. No one's asking for it. No one's asking for it. We're asking a fair shot. We're asking for health care and child care. We're asking for an education. We're asking for safety in our streets. That's what we're asking for. And we're going to get it because that's what this campaign's about. It's about moving forward. Look, you know that Kamala Harris believes that you should be making the own choices in your life. She believes that every person should have an opportunity to enter the middle class. She believes in something so beautiful and simple with joy. She believes in the promise of this great nation. Look, she can take care of herself out front, and she said it. If they want to talk smack, she said it. Say it to my face, damn it. Say it to my face. So what I got to say is, we got to have her back. We got to have her back.
We gotta have her back. We gotta have her back. We ain't gotta do nothing. No, we do gotta have her back, guys. We really do. And we're coming at her.
For the trust you placed in me. Michigan, help me right now give a warm Midwest welcome to the next president of the United States, Kamala Harris.
Turn that down real quick. Thank you guys so much for joining us here at the midday with the more. No, this ain't the midday. This is Harris's campaign rally. It is packed up there though. It's packed. I will say that. I will say that. Tim Walsh is riding that wave like, dude, I'm going to be VP. Fuck this shit. I'm riding this right. All right. Go and get him. You better go and get him. You better win this for me. Tim, like, you better win this for me.
Good evening, Detroit.
I'd be happy too, though. Like, ain't nothing for her to be mad about it. You should be. You might be the next place. She's got like more than a 50% chance if she keep doing it. Like, I'd be smiling too. Like, I'm like, what this motherfucker?
Good evening. We got this. We're gonna do this. We are doing this.
See?
We are
Look, you
doing
see
this.
that? You got this. You can see that, like, man, she's doing this. She's beginning to believe. There's more things she's doing to make it. She's beginning to believe.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, come on. We got business to handle. We got business to handle. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Can we hear it up for Tim Walz? Isn't he amazing? He's going to be the most incredible vice president. All right, so it is good to be back and to be with so many incredible leaders. I love you. Governor Gretchen Whitmer, thank you for your.
I think she's gonna pull it off, man. I really do. She's got that momentum. Because at the end of the day, Americans care about America, allegedly.
Together.
And they still gonna get that money regardless. But she gonna still be down for them. She gotta play the game.
Thank you so much.
Gotta play the game with
His
them.
parents are over there, and the members of Congress, including Senator Debbie Stabenow, my dear friend, and your next United States Senator, Representative Elisa Slotkin. We're gonna get that done. Mayor Mike Duggan, thank you for the warm welcome always. And of course, it is so good to be with the President of the United Auto Workers, my dear friend, Shawn Fain.
See this? I'm telling you.
And last week, it was it feels like last year. Last week, it was my great honor to accept the endorsement of the United Auto Workers. And the UAW has always worked to lift up the working people of our nation. Do we need some help over there? We need a medic over there, please. There should be medics in each corner. We're good? Okay. All right. Look, let's all take care of each other and look out for each other, all right? That's who we are. We look out for each other.
It's like the Michael Jackson concert. Everybody keep fainting.
So, as I said to Shawn, as I talked to Shawn about this election is going to be a fight. We like a good fight. When you know what you stand for, you know what to fight for. We know what we stand for. So I'm so proud to have UAW by my side because y'all know how to fight and you know how to win.
Walt Disney.
Today, I also bring greetings from our incredible President Joe Biden. That's right. Joe. right.
This is a good job.
And I know we are all deeply, deeply grateful to Joe for his lifetime
You're so
of
crazy,
service to
DT.
our nation. And we thank you, Joe Biden, each and every day for all you are and all you still have yet to do. Thank you, Joe. I'm gonna tell him what you said. So, Michigan, this has been a big week. On Monday, I officially became the Democratic nominee for President of the United States. And yesterday, I announced my running mate in this campaign, Governor Tim Walz.
Yeah, let's do.
And as you just heard, he has an incredible record as governor of the great state of Minnesota. And to those who know him best, some people are just getting to know him, but I'm gonna tell you, you got to know him real quick because he's incredible. He's a serious, serious man. He has been a serious leader and he loves our country. And you know, I've talked to some of the people who know him best, like his wife, Gwen. And to Gwen, Tim Walz is husband. To his kids, Hope and Gus, he is dad. To his fellow veterans, he is Sergeant Major Walz. To the people of Southern Minnesota for 12 years, he was a congressman. To his former high school students, he is Mr. Walz. And to his former high school football players, he was coach. And in 90 days, the nation will know Coach Walz by the title Vice President of the United States. That's right. So it is so good to be back in Michigan. And listen, I am clear. The path to the White House runs right through this state. And with your help, we will win in November. We will win. And I know we are all clear about what we are up against. As many of you know, before I was elected vice president, before I was elected as a United States Senator, I was elected Attorney General, and before that, elected District Attorney, and before that, I was a courtroom prosecutor. In those roles, I took on perpetrators of all kinds. Predators who abused women, fraudsters who ripped off consumers, scammers who broke the rules for personal gain. So hear me, Detroit, when I say, I know Donald Trump's type. I've been dealing with them my whole career. For example, as Attorney General of California, I took on one of the country's largest for-profit colleges that scammed students. Well, Donald Trump ran a for-profit college that scammed students. You remember that? As a prosecutor, I specialize in cases of sexual abuse. Well, Donald Trump was found liable for committing sexual abuse. As Attorney General, I held the big Wall Street banks accountable for fraud. Well, Donald Trump was just found guilty of fraud, 34 counts to be exact. Hold on. You know what? Here, hold on. Here's the thing. The courts are going to handle that. We're going to beat them in November. We're going to beat them in November. Okay? We'll beat them in November. We'll handle that. But all that to say, in this campaign, I proudly put my record against his any day of the week. Any day of the week. But make no mistake, our campaign, this campaign, is not just about us versus Donald Trump. It's bigger than that. It is about two very different visions for the future of our nation. One, ours, focused on the future, and the other, focused on the past. And Michigan, we here fight for the future. We fight for the future. We fight for a future where every worker has the freedom to join a union, where every senior can retire with dignity, a future with affordable housing, affordable child care, affordable health care, and paid leave. A future where we build a broad-based economy where every American has an opportunity to own a home, to start a business, and to build wealth. And understand, in this fight, we are joyful warriors. Because while fighting for a brighter future may take hard work, we all here know hard work is good work. Hard work is good work. We believe in a future where we lower the cost of living for America's families, so they have a chance, not just to get by, but to get ahead. Because look, while our economy is doing well by many measures, prices for everyday things like groceries are still too high. You know it and I know it. When I was Attorney General, I went after price-fixing schemes. And when I am president, it will be my day one priority to fight to bring down prices, to take on the big corporations that engage in illegal price gouging, take on corporate landlords that unfairly raise rents on working families, to take on big pharma and cap the cost of prescription drugs for all Americans. That is the work we will do together. And all of this to say, unlike Donald Trump, I will always put the middle class and working families first. Because Coach Walls and I know the middle class built this great country of ours. And when the middle class is strong, America is strong. And look, as we move our nation forward, Donald Trump intends to take our nation backward. Just look at his Project 2025 agenda. Project 2025. And please do check out Project 2025, because I'm telling you, it is a plan. It is a plan to weaken America's middle class. Project 2025, if he is elected. It's all good.
She with the Kama Sutra. Come on. You don't think you used her just as well? The young girl. Come on, executive. That was a reciprocal
I'm
relationship,
here because we believe in
politically
democracy.
and
Everyone,
physically.
voice matters, but I am speaking now. I am speaking now.
Okay, look at that mama. Don't even know mama.
So Project 2025. Look, if he is elected, Donald Trump intends to
He was
give
married at
tax
the time? I
breaks
don't
to
think he
billionaires
was.
and big
I
corporations.
think he was married because they had a picture with him and the
Social
daughter
Security and
and her.
Medicare.
I don't think he was married.
He intends to surrender our fight against the climate crisis, and he intends to end the Affordable Care Act. You know what? If you want Donald Trump to win, then say that, otherwise I'm speaking.
Ooh. Look how she looking now. Uh-oh. See that fire? So we need, so she can get it on. Look, yeah, look. What you gonna do? What you gonna do with all that junk? Yeah, she is looking presidential. You got her, yeah. We can have a conversation. She got the break. She pulled it back. Look, she pulled it back. You see her smile. Let me get that.
And we're not going back. We're not going back. And we're not going back because we know what that would look like. And again, understand, Donald Trump intends to end the Affordable Care Act and take us back to a time when insurance companies had the power to deny people with pre-existing conditions. We all remember what that looked like. And we're not going back. We're not going back. Our fight is a fight for the future, and it is a fight for freedom. Across our nation, we are witnessing a full-on attack on hard-fought, hard-won fundamental freedoms and rights, and we will not stand for it.
Somebody in the audience is typing on that.
Attacks on the freedom to vote, attacks on the freedom to be safe from gun violence,
I wish
the
he would pick
freedom to
one.
breathe
Jeez.
clean air and drink clean water, the freedom to love who you love openly and with pride, and the freedom of a woman to make decisions about her own body and not have her government tell her what to do. Generations of Americans before us led the fight for freedom. Now the baton is in our hands, each and every one of us. So we, who believe in the sacred freedom to vote, will finally pass the John Lewis Voting Rights Act and the Freedom to Vote Act. We who believe in the freedom to live safe from gun violence will finally pass an assault weapons ban, universal background checks, and red flag laws. We who believe in the freedom to organize will pass the PRO Act and put an end to union busting once and for
Yeah, she gonna
all.
have to come up with some quickly. But Donald Trump used the same
We
one
who
too.
believe in
Maybe she
reproductive
going with
freedom
that
will
method.
fight for a woman's right to choose.
But is she smart?
Remembering what Donald Trump did to pick 3 members of the United States Supreme Court with the intention that they would take away this freedom, and they did as he intended.
See, she gonna have to hammer on the points that he
We
did.
who are
that she
paying
did.
attention to the fact
But
that
she gonna
now
have to make it
over
in a new
20
way. I agree
states
with you.
in our country have a Trump abortion ban, many with no exceptions, even for rape and incest. And we all know if he wins, he would sign a national abortion ban to outlaw abortion in every state, and that would include the great state of Michigan. But we're not going back.
You give it away, you can.
And on that point, it is because there is a thing about who we are that is a bit different from the folks on the other side. We trust women to know what is in their best interest and not have their government telling them what to do. And when I am President of the United States and Congress passes a bill to restore reproductive freedoms, I will sign it into law. So Michigan, here's the thing. So much is on the line in this election. And we got to remember, you know, we knew who he is and what he was about in 16 and in 20. But there's also something else that has happened recently that we really have to prioritize in our mind about the danger we're looking at. Last month, the United States Supreme Court basically just told the former president, who has been convicted of fraud, that going forward, he will be immune no matter what he does in the White House. But think about that. Think about that. Think about what that means. Think about what that means. The man has openly vowed, if reelected, that he will be a dictator on day one.
What does that mean? You have a family.
Think about what
does
that
mean? You don't think she care about the country? You don't think she got people she loves in this country?
Terminate the Constitution of the United States. Because let us be very clear. Someone who suggests we should terminate the Constitution of the United States should never again stand behind the seal of the President of the United States. Never again.
Good line. That's a good line. That's a good line. That's a good line.
Vote. Vote. That's right. So here's the thing, to your point. When it comes down to all of the things that are important about this, I think the most important thing that I love you back. And listen, one of the things that I know brings us all out today and always is we love our country. We love our country. We love our country. And I do believe it is the highest form of patriotism to fight for the ideals of our country. That is how we preserve the promise of America. After all, the promise of America, think about it, is what makes it possible for Tim Walz and me to be together on this stage today. Think about it. Think about that. 2 middle-class kids, one a daughter of Oakland, California, who was raised by a working mother. I had a summer job at McDonald's. The other, a son of the Nebraska Plains who grew up working on a farm. Only in America is it possible for them together to make it all the way to the White House. Only in America. Only in America.
What is things? Just some thoughts we don't need to hear, or you don't need to type.
Running this campaign on behalf of all Americans, from red states to blue states, from the heartland to the coast. And when elected, I promise you we will govern on behalf of all Americans. I promise that. close with this. Michigan, ultimately, in this election, we each face a question. We each face a question. What kind of country do we want to live in? A country of freedom, compassion, and rule of law, or a country of chaos, fear, and hate? And the beauty of our democracy, we each have the power to answer that question. We each have the power to answer that question. The power is with the people. So in the next 90 days, we need you to use your power. We need you to knock on some doors. We need you to register folks to vote. We need you to organize and energize and mobilize and make your voices heard. So Michigan, I ask you, are you ready to make your voices heard? Do we believe in freedom? Do we believe in opportunity? Do we believe in the promise of America? And are we ready to fight for it? And when we fight, we win. God bless you, and God bless you.
All right. South. All right, that's a pretty big campaign rally though. Look at it, y'all. Pretty big. You know what I'm saying? That's a nice sized crowd, man. Looks diverse. All right, thank you. They are looking to become the next president and vice president. So what we 5 years ago. Hopefully, yes, and everybody's still in the building. Something about RBR and Kai. Ooh, it's juicy. This is juicy. See what they talk about. See what Kai talk about. Go and check out our channel, please. Please go and check out our channel. Great content. She always has great content. See what she's talking about.
Thank you so much, man. What makes you such a remarkable person? I mean, what did you do? I mean, there's not a whole bunch of people on here that are trying to help Black people, that are telling the truth.
Because I'm Black? So you think I'm some kind of a weirdo because I'm not as dumb as these motherfuckers? Shut up. All right, now he says you never supported Kai. What he means is that I came here to stop the Nazis from getting in power and killing all of us. I came here to get the $100 billion that they would owe us over the next 10 years. Kai didn't come here to do that. Kai's talking about astrology and all kind of stupid ass shit.
Oh, wow. Right now, she's in the middle.
You hate and don't believe in astrology. Okay, that's cool. But I'm the one that's a Scorpio. So why you got so much grudge in you? Yo, yeah, Kai holds grudges, but I don't hold punches. And so it's not Google that's sending you fools. They're attracted to your Legion of Doom. 90% of your audience got issues, and your response is always, I'm a dish you. You know your true supporters. How we all left. In response, now you want to perfect your chest. Like a smoker, Kai's been known to choke you. Calling my content stupid? Yeah, you don't know her. First they adore you, then they come for you.
Oh, she's spit.
Get him, girl.
Dice and rolling. Get him, girl.
They're useless. It's like how he's fired though.
Monetized. So what you talking about? I be over here elevating minds. Hey, RBR, like a bra strap, the way you stab women in the back.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm small like my chin, about $1.35. Still more than you can handle from that do or die. Nothing to do with you being black. That's so played out and whack. There's hella reasons why people can't stand you, and that's a fact.
Ooh.
And I ain't saying we think that white people are superior. But how come every time they come around, you always want them to stay around some more? That's you, not us.
No, I didn't ban him. Probably Cyber did. Maybe not. No, I'm not going to check to see. Because I don't support killing all the dark-skinned blacks for the high yellow heifers. Now, what the fuck would I look like?
Wow. In Afro Power, he was the right-hand man. Before this YouTube stuff even came in your hand. What?
He is sweating though.
How he was hyped on your live stream at the Pride Parade, proving he liked trans. Man, you know it's not healthy. You live for drama and trauma. You remind me of Tyler Perry. I know you're lucky because the only type of woman you could marry is the one you got now, sweet and timid, but your heavy load she carries.
Join the Nazis and support Trump? Are you fucking stupid? I don't support Trump. He wants to kill us. Now, she wants to support Kamala Harris, who's a part-time sister like she is, and that's fine.
And remember all those times I supported you when no one else would?
May I drop a name?
Oh wow.
There's a brother out here too that's been doing things for quite some time. He's a journalist as well, since Real Brother. His channel RBR Network, and it's a place where it stands for Real Brother.
She even
Public
tried to
service
look out
announcement
for
to the
that's
so-called
crazy.
students at RBRU. You know, your undergrads. I know why y'all keep coming back. You're gluttons for punishment while I'm somewhere else studying. Worst of all, we thought you was dead when your fake little friend used your name and made it all about him as usual instead.
Ooh.
But I don't live with regrets. Support me because I thought you was one of the best. But you will regret it because you've lost my respect.
Ooh.
And to anyone that want to be next, just like for you, here's my ass to kiss. And I'm out.
Of what white people do to these stupid black bitches. Now, what was my job? To tell the stupid bitch the truth. I'm trying to protect your stupid ass by keeping the motherfuckers out of power and getting you this goddamn $100 billion so you won't have to be fucking selling pussy on OnlyFans. Fucking idiot. All right.
My God. That was murder. Nah, whoa. That was real. That was too real for TV. That was too real, man. That might be the theme music. He don't like anybody, for real, unfortunately. But I mean, Kai did have his back, Woke. You can't say that. And she, did you watch the whole thing, Woke? Did you watch the whole thing? What she was saying? She ain't backstabbing her. You didn't see the whole thing? Well, at the beginning when she was talking about supporting him, and then when she asked for the support, he didn't return it. Then he talked about her. So she went to the talk about him. You know what I'm saying? You swing on somebody, you gotta expect to get swung on. No, man, you didn't see the beginning, man. You didn't see the beginning. Well, you need to change your name, though, man. I hate that you say that you woke and you're the opposite of that. It's like you're in an induced coma. That's what your new name should be, induced coma. Like you breathe this on yourself. You want to stay blind, so to speak. So I don't understand that. But guys, wow, it's almost, it is 8:30. And that yeah, you like that, right? Yeah. Induced coma, that's your new name. Yeah, he did though. You see the beginning, man? You should watch it because He was literally like calling out names. So she was just defending herself. I'm gonna change your name to Induce Coma when you come on the show though. But like I gotta get out of here because I gotta go to work in the morning, and that 6 comes early. Yeah, but I'm saying like, Woke, would you give somebody money who insulted you? And then you had their back. Like Kai went to war for him, just like you doing right now. And he would dog you out in a moment's notice. That's crazy. It's absolutely crazy that you think like that, Woke. You know what I mean? I hate when you right. You do it so casually, like it's nothing, too, man. That's what I be like, man. You go from 1 to 10 in 2 seconds. 2.2 gigawatts. Let me get up out of here so I can get ready for work. We might do one in the morning. Might try and drop another video, see if I can get some highlights off of this campaign rally. But it seemed like a couple of things happened at the same time. But once again, I like to thank you guys, man. We doing better. Like I said, we are officially over 330. No, not 300. Did I say 330? 3,300 subscribers. Thank y'all so much for the support. And like I always say, without you, there is no moron. Y'all be safe. All right. Peace and hot hair grease.